Gaza.
Justice should be harsh, Nick, but especially for those who deny it to others.
First and foremost, free the whole world, boss. I am your gracious host, Caspian Montgomery. Welcome, Gaza Nation, to another episode of the Vibes Cartel Show. Today, we will be breaking down the brand new song Altercation by Lisa Hyper to the patois illiterate. And Gaza Nation, I must tell you that I am quite the fan of a clash. I am quite the fan of a war. After all, that is how dancehall, it's what it was built upon. Just like hip-hop, you have to be a warrior. You have to be able to step in the ring. In order to be a dancehall artist, you must be a warrior. This genre is not built for the meek. It's not built for the weak people. You have to come directly at your opposition. It is the only way you can gain status and gain rank in the entire genre. So I must big up Lisa Hyper for name dropping and coming right after the other side. So without further ado, Lisa, please begin.
I don't know how I'm proving. Still I go losing. Sometimes if you have sense, mind the killer them shoot you. Bury you and then root you. Shoot up jet life when the whole town no group up. Nothing but Gaza, no cute.
Gaza's first lady begins this scathing diss track by saying she doesn't have anything left to prove, but she is going to make this track and you are still going to lose, meaning all the other side, all the opposition, all those who go against the Gaza, you are going to lose. And then she says Nyam Tense, and we all know who she's talking about, Intense, but she calls him Nyam Tense because that boy is nyamming buddies. He's disgusting. And then she says, if you do have any sense left in your brain, Nyam sense, then you must mind the killers. You must make sure that you do know that the killers are out there and they will shoot you up. And then she says they are going to bury one and then root the rest up. So once they kill one of the other side, that's going to get everyone else on the defensive, and then she's going to catch them when they all group up to try to retaliate. She's going to catch them, and she's going to shoot them all just like crabs in a bucket, just like chickens in a barrel. That's what she's going to do. She's going to group them all up and then shoot them all up. And then she says, nothing about Gaza is cute. Gaza is not a joke. If you diss this side, there will be repercussions.
Start well with the 6 months left, everybody muting. Upon sight him shoot them and no patriot. Just a little boy with faces hard. Better prepare for war, we have some brains over won't use it.
Ms. Hyper then goes on to say that she has the star well with 6 punts, and that is a revolver. Have you ever seen the revolver? And it has the 6 punts, and so it has six hollow point bullets inside of a revolver. That is the star well. And then she says that that will leave everyone mute. After they take a few shots, they are going to shut up. They will not mention the Gaza anymore. And then she says that talking to Neamil, she's talking to Jamil, she says that they are not patriots. He's just a little boy. He wasn't really ready to go to war. And then she says, now you're going against the Gaza side, and the Gaza side actually prays for war. They have no problem with a good war, and their track record does prove that. And then she says, probably my favorite line in the song, she says, we have some grains that we want to use up. So they have some extra ammunition lying around that they just want to get rid of. So thank you for starting the war, patriots, because now we can finally get rid of these extra bullets that we had. So that is a wonderful line. And with that last line, we have reached the glorious chorus.
Y'all fuck them with dildo. Had the truth and no carry go bring up. A brown in a New Kingston, say the blind boy have Batman syndrome. If a music you add up, boy sing some. Lowy badness, he make you look dumb. No man beside you, you make a bribe you. And team son, better than him, you me not go lie. I want the blood.
This chorus is so good, it is almost criminal. I would not like to be on the receiving end of this diss song. She has no problem calling names from anyone who's ever opposed the Gaza. She says that women fornicate with their bodies, with fake penises. Dildos, that's what it is called. And she says, this is the truth, right? I'm not lying about, just to put it in a song, this was the truth. A Browning in New Kingston, so a light-skinned woman in New Kingston said that the blind boy, and we all know who the blind boy is, so I will not say his name, the blind boy has Batman syndrome. The blind boy, he likes other men, to put it lightly. He is attracted to other men. And then she says, if it is music that you are looking for, then sing something. How come you don't have the work ethic that the Gaza does? You put out 2 or 3 songs a year, just like your mentor and the rest of your group and all these other lazy dancehall artists who only put out a few songs a year while we are over here working. If you're looking and talking about music and not war, then go make some hit songs. And then she says, loathe the badness, because that just makes you look dumb. Don't get into a lyrical altercation with the Gaza. We already know that you will not fare well in that battle. So just loathe the badness. You're not a bad man. Sing songs about Jah and the sunshine and peace and love. The badness is not for you. And then she says, if they tell you any different, they are liars. The other side is liars. We all watch their work ethic. They are not bad men. They are just sometimes singers. Wonderful job on this chorus, Lisa. Bravo.
You're fortunate to me. Massacre flow better. Stop from try right man off be a go getter. You move like your love man. Money I love later. Me have the rifle welcome with this on sign on.
Ms. Lisa begins the second and final verse by calling out Fourth Jenner. She says, yo, Fourth Jenner, and I believe his artist name is Sonia. So she's calling out Sonia, and then she says, to her, Massacre, his flow is better. So big up yourself, Genocide, big up Massacre. We all know that your flow is better than lazy Sonia. And then she says, to Sonia, stop trying to ride a next man's wave. That is a body movement. She says, and be a go-getter. Stop just sitting and being lazy and laying next to your wife and actually go write a hit song yourself. Start working harder. And then she says, you move like you love, man. And then she says, what's next? A love letter. So that is a very wonderful diss right there. He wrote a love letter to Cartel. Addy, you're my daddy, but you have mental illness and we need help, and I'm going to lay down next to my wife now instead of writing music. He wrote this whole love letter to Adisha. It made him look very silly. And then she calls him out for that. And then she says she has the rifle and it has a suppressor on it. So she has a rifle with a suppressor ready for the Fourth Jenner. She has that, so you must watch out, Sonia. Maybe take some energy drinks and stop being so lazy.
Evil talk will make the eagle bark. They'd feel you smart and no reason, cause you don't tell them the J are your daddy. I saw you want be like Addy.
Lisa Hyper then says that she's going to start up with the evil talk, so evil thoughts are going through her head, and then she says that she's going to make the eagle bark. So that is the Desert Eagle. I believe it's a 40 cal, and you do not want to get hit with a Desert Eagle bullet. And then she says, you must be feeling like you're a smart man. She's still talking to Sonia, I believe. And then she says, but you really don't have any reason to actually believe that you're smart. Just I will call call you out right now for what you wrote down. She says that you told them that the G, meaning Vibes Cartel, the king of dancehall, was your daddy. He said it right in the love letter to Cartel. He said that we say Adi is our daddy, and then she says, so you want to be like Adi, correct? I mean, don't you want to be loved all over the world for your music? You do actually want most dancehall artists would love to be Adidja Palmer. They would love to be the greatest dancehall artist in the world. So that must really hurt Sonia's feelings. Quite a line right there. That is very personal. I know he might not ever admit it, but that line did hurt him, and I know he heard it.
Have them pump my nozzle, yeah, you know a bullseye. The other them come, the other them die.
How much are them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rapid burst, watch the style. Jamaica.
The First Lady then says that she has them all upon her nozzle, and that is the sights of a firearm. So she has them all lined up just like targets, and she's not going to miss. It is going to be a bullseye. And then she says the harder that they come, the harder they will die. So if they ever decide to answer back, the Gaza Army will just run out and continue murdering the other side lyrically. And then she says, someone shouts out, how many of them are going to die? And then she says, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to kill 5 of them. Rapid burst. Watch the style. And then she shouts out, Jamaica, just watch this style. And then goes to the chorus. So I would like to second what Lisa was saying. I would like to say FUCK to all of Jet Life and the MVP 3 Blind Mice and everyone who supports them. I have no love for the other side. Gaza is loyalty. And with that last line, we have reached the end of a Lisa Hyper masterpiece. As always, Gaza Nation, thank you for tuning in. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell so you do not miss an episode. I will not take up any more of your time, so until we meet again, it is Gaza, me say, forever.
Y'all fuck them with dildo. Had the truth and no carry go bring up. A brown in a New Kingston, say the blind boy have Batman syndrome.